And welcome back, folks, to more Shadows over Loathing. Last time we played, we made it to a new area. We made it to Gray County. And seems like there's a rebellion forming. Seems like it. Let's find out. There's a cat here. What's your cat's name? Abby. Why'd you name her twice? Because I don't let society tell me what to do. Gotcha. Jasper has quite a collection of subversive literature here. You look through the titles until you find the appropriate sort of anarchy for your abilities. You'd figure he would want you to steal it. You got an item, Destroying Authority with music. Grants a combat skill, drum roll. Your next Moxie attack deals double damage. Hey, that's pretty good. Want that. You learn a drum riff that's too fast for some dumb conformist army to comfortably march to. There's a bunch of dexterity exercises in the back of the book, but they look like a lot of work. Want to go through them? Yeah. You practice the drum until you're so angry at authority that you no longer trust whoever wrote this book. You burn the book in the public square. Nobody sees you, but it still makes it feel better. This game is so dumb. Okay, so we got to help out. Gwendolyn's all set to spring the gate. Xenia's armed and dangerous. Well, a little more dangerous than usual, I guess. Grover's got Big Betty ready to blow. Including me, that's only 4 out of 7 of us ready to go. I don't feel great about that. Yeah, go talk to the others. They'll tell you what they need. They'll probably be cagey about why, despite you being on the team now. Don't push them on it. We take OPSEC real serious around here, and talking about the mission in public is strictly off limits. Oh, Vigor Inhaler. The poster looks out of place. Hey Jasper, what does AARP stands for? Association of Anarchists, Rebels, and Pirates. Neat. Okay, we gotta go. The Mole Ross. Hungry. I know you're always hungry. That's just the basic fact about you. No baseline, not baseline. Hungry. Well, there's a bunch of abandoned farms around. Maybe we can find something. Cows? There haven't been any cows in this country for decades. I know. Wishful thinking. Eventually, you find a pasture with a small flock of aimlessly grazing goats. The ensuing carnage is too extreme to describe. Excuse me. He tosses away the goat horn he was using to pick his teeth. This looks a bit too loud. A worried man, an astronomer perhaps, stands beside a weird telescope. Best not tarry here, civilian, if you care for your safety. Before you lies a horror house. You're before me. Are you saying you're a horror house? Sir, you shouldn't need a surveyor's training to see that I am neither a horror or a house. What's a horror house? A surveyor's term, forgive me. A horror house is like a haunted house, only real. Haunted houses are real. In all my life, I've never surveyed one. You'll have to trust me on this one. What makes this a horror house? This house here belongs to a farming family, the Molros clan. I should say belonged because they vanished. I should also have said doesn't belong because that house belongs to the bank. I speak of Jessup and Paddington National, who have commissioned me to assess the value of the house for its resale at auction. Do you know of Asakula Barnhill? No, I don't believe I surveyed her. What's the problem with the house? I'd say the problems with the house began when a meteor from outer space smashed through the roof. I could see how that might be an issue. 3 months later, the Molros clan fled by night, and I presume by car. They ran off with no regard for their mortgage. Can you imagine? So heartless to care so little for the bank's bottom line like that. And I was thus sent to assess the value of the Molros property for the bank only. I'm spooked. What's stopping you from surveying the house? Did you know the difference between meteor, and meteorite? The size? Listen, I entered the surveyor's seminary to avoid the horrors of war, and there they're right on my doorstep. Which is that literal doorstep. I surveyed every state of this great land, and I've never seen things so frightening and mixed up as the abnormalities in this house. I can make no sense of it. What abnormalities? Just, you know, things, mixed up things. Can you be more specific? No, I don't know how to describe it. Why don't I take a look? I don't think you have the eyes of a surveyor. I do, I keep them in a jar. I don't think that's appropriate subject matter for humor. I apologize. Apology accepted. I still don't think you have the eyes of a surveyor though. No, but on the other hand, I'm not too scared to go into a house. I guess it wouldn't do any harm to me. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you the house key, and if somehow you can fix whatever's going on enough for me to carry out my work, you can have 10% of whatever my valuation happens to be. How much are we talking about? What do you mean? How much is the house worth? Why don't you tell me how much a house is worth, and we'll go from there. 50,000 meat. Dear Lord, man, never pay 50,000 anything for a house. Now, if I'm right, this house is worth 5,000 meat, which will be a fee of 500 for you. What do you say? Sure, I'll look into the house. I mean, it is the 50s or 20s, 40s. I don't even know the date. What do you think happened to the Molros family? That's not me. That's not for me to survey. Between you and me, this theodolite, something strange must have transpired. This was a highly profitable farm. What kind of name is Molros? I think it's foreign. What country? I don't know. I haven't surveyed abroad. How did the Molros family vanish? I can't say. I wasn't there to survey it. Well, sounds like a fun time. Survey you soon. The surveyor's theodolite stands ready to measure the angles of the house. There's a bug on the lens. Appraise it. Who's to say the value of a bug? Me, I could say. What is the value of a bug? $15. 3, 5. I'm gonna go with bug eye. I'm gonna go with the average. which is 30 million. We'll go with 4. 4 beat. The bug is thus surveyed and appraised. As you head to the backyard, the surveyor speaks up from behind you. I'm sorry, it's against surveyor code to enter a backyard without permission. You'll need to go through the front door. That's ridiculous. I don't make the rules. I'm just the stickler for them. Fine, whatever. A notice of repossession from a bank. They've apparently already taken the mailbox. The boxes are empty, but the bank wants them just the same. The bank has likely repossessed the whale's rope and is probably working on the rest. The bank probably wants to repossess the hay in this stack. If they had their way, banks would probably take a bail out of everyone's stacks. Hey, let's go. A stack of something. Not a noodle. You unlock the door and toss the key back to the surveyor. What in the world? Well, you're not supposed to cry over spilled milk. Spilled chowder is another thing entirely. Chowder? A bronze plaque on the table is inscribed Mail Ross. In the top drawer, you find a large stack of orders for the Mole Ross produce, impaled on a spike, and a collection of handwritten letters inquiring if the house is for sale, also impaled on a spike. A note from Navi Mole Ross to order more spikes for mail. Quite a piece of furniture. The farm must have been doing well before its ruination by meteor and subsequent abandonment. Oh. If that's an ear of corn, the full corn man must be enormous. The difference lies in the positioning. Oh. The only light left working in the room. The other bulbs must have vanished with the Mole Rosses. Turn it off. Oh. These wormholes have made a real dog's dinner of the dog's dinner. A pot that a pig's in. Say hello. Hello, sir. Snarf. Empty. Perhaps the dog has been sent to live at a bank upstate. Oh, it's another one of those picket fences Will Hunter asked you about. No need to keep painting them. Paint it. Having fulfilled the conditions to overturn Will Hunter's curse, there is nothing further to be gained by painting excess fences except by certain aesthetic standards. A more beautiful world. Paint it. For the more beautiful world, paint it. It has no obvious impact on any curses anywhere, but a nice and clean fence is its own reward. Wormhole swallows all the light in the room. Break the light. Each of us is but a chess piece on a board, if you think about it. Yes. And which are you? King, queen, horsey, little shrimp, thick roamer, the tall and pointy, the chessboard itself. Damn, that's a little deep for me. The game nears its end, but it is not over, and the fate of the very chessboard is yet to be written. An odd location and an even odder rotation for a refrigerator. The only thing in the refrigerator is a massive jug of bitters. Bitters don't really need to be kept cold, so it's a lucky thing this refrigerator is not working. Yeah. The telegraph machine is upside down. Could be an Austrian model. An Australian model. Check for messages. Amon, do not abandon house. Stop. Stay on the property ladder. Stop. This is a direct order from your papa. Stop. AKA the main roll Ross. Oh. If it's the bank's house, the bank can do the dishes. Hey, you. Curiously colossal cabbages, grotesquely giant garlic, and an enormous egg. Though it might be convenient to have a shortcut to the kitchen, taking it has ruined your appetite. Through a rock. Doggy dog world out there. There's a name sewn on the knapsack, Little Honus Smallross. Inside is a straw doll ballooned to enormous proportions. Where'd you go, Bullross family? A used sheet of memo paper is tucked under the telephone. Someone has written the name and telephone number of the local dog pound. And someone else has crossed that last part out and put dad pound. What? Use the telephone. Who would you like to telephone, dad pound? It's probably not a real place. It is, call it. The receiver falls apart in your hand, and with it, your hopes of speaking to a dad pound. This probably isn't good for the value of the house. Quite an unusual bed frame arrangement. We're stuck. A ladder just out of reach. They say a man's reach should exceed his grasp. But that's not a helpful advice when it comes to ladder. Grab it. Damn, the ladder's just too high up. Perhaps if you could double jump, but no. No, it's never been done. It can't be done. Double jump. Terrific! The vibrations caused by your double landing have loosened the ladder from its restraint. The Molrosses left in such a hurry that they forgot their large collection of attic plates. A note is pinned directly above the crate, bringing it to the attention of anyone using the crate. Read the note. Gardener, after your chores today, lock the bathroom door and melt down the key in the kitchen. It is unconscionable to me that any man but a Molros should call this glorious house his home. The yellowed papers tell the story of the Molros family. And what story is that? 3 months ago, a meteorite struck this farmhouse, and at which resided Ammon and Nabby Molros, their sons Gardner and little Honus, and the family dog Clifford. The Molros business greatly prospered immediately following this episode. This music box plays a plaintive tune. Take it. You grab the music box, and suddenly it stops playing. Spooky. Relatively speaking, it's a beautiful day outside. Close the shutters. Shutters. Shuttered shutters. It's a big mirror. Take a look at it yourself. Hey, Chabe. Smile. All the desk drawers disappeared along with the Molrosses. All the drawers but one. Open it. I found some spare meat and what appears to be an unfinished letter to a men's magazine. Dear editors, I write to inquire what advice you possess on maintaining a healthy marriage when the dog is too big. When the dog is too big, our dog is becoming larger by the day, which may require us to relinquish the marital bedroom so that the hound might have a home appropriate to his size. My wife considered this suggestion a very strange and it ends there. The Molrosses have a day stand. A day stand has all the strengths of a nightstand and none of its weakness. A little loose change and a smattering of business cards. Robert F. Cameron, agent, best rates for a house. Toby Goose, broker, sell your property today. Herbert Hoop, no fancy real estate agent, just a common sense man, abandon your house. A rope prevents access to the armoire's covetable drawers. Untie the rope. It's off. You got length of rope. Now, what contraband could a farm boy be hiding in the most secret places of an armoire? Aha! The farm boy to whom the armoire belongs has used the top drawer to stash his most shameful possessions. Magazines on urban planning. Oh my God, how shameless. The magazines make fascinating reading. You'll never plan a city the same way again. This must be the meteorite and the source of all this wormhole trouble. Best not get too close. You don't have the time to get caught in an infinite loop of falling between two wormholes. Grab it. The sheer suction generated by this perpetual wormhole loop would rip your hand off in a second. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I'm strong. You were right. Your hand was not literally ripped off, just maimed. Consider it a moral victory. Although you still don't have a meteorite. Throw a rock at it. Look for the key in the door? Yes. The key is not in the door, but at least now you know that for certain. The investigation continues. The dragnet is tightening. This must be the meteorite and the source of all this wormhole trouble. Let's not get too close. You don't have time to get caught in an infinite loop of falling between two wormholes. There's a rock in there too. Shoot it with a gun. Grab the rock. The sheer suction generated by this perpetual wormhole loop has already seared your hand once, and you don't need another rock. Okay, but do it though. She got another hand injury. Do we have brain problems? What do we have to do here? Oh. Yeah, but it's just the mailbox was huh. You've been inside and lived to tell the tale. Is it safe in there? That house is Swiss cheese with wormholes. I valued the bug on your theodolite lens. At what? For meat. I hope you're not thinking... I hope you don't think I'm giving you 10% of that. That wasn't the deal. Come on. I never promised you anything, but I can't deny the persuasiveness of your argument. Take this and be happy. Oh, we got some cigarettes. The house is Swiss cheese and wormholes. What do you think happened to the Mole Ross family? Wormhole's too high. You got a key in that pot? Casting your flashlight around the contours of the stuck pig, you spy something shiny in the obscure depths of the cast iron pot. Maybe that's a key? How to remove a pig from a pot? Throw the pig out. The pig absolutely hoots and hollers as you hoist his pot above your head and tip it upside down. The pig drops from the pot and lands on all fours, as pigs will do after a fall from any height. Wait a minute. You also shake a key from the pot, which you pocket, but the pig has scurried away into the cornfield, well beyond pocketing range. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Well, now we have access to that one door we couldn't get to. This is so far away from where a couch should be. Ow. Did Lucky make it past the engineer level? What do you think, Rusty? A brand new bathtub. No Mole Ross ever got the chance to use it. Ooh. Not so fast. New bathtubs are like store-bought closed. They should be washed before they're used. Well, wash it then. With what? An even larger bathtub that you would have to get delivered new and itself unwashed? It's impossible. You need an even larger series of bathtubs. Oh, really? It's called the Bath's Paradox. Who? Roland Bath, the philosopher. He's only 13, but already has some interesting ideas about baths and tubs. Use the bathtub. But the paradox. Use the bathtub. Oh. Bath's Paradox. The sink is helpfully free of outer space nonsense. Splash some water on your face. Hey, we got our injuries gone. That's good. Okay, this is new. The eldest child gets the bed with the pillow. The bookcase contains 1 copy of Marcus Aurelius and 39 copies of Marcus Aurelius. You're surprised the bookcase hasn't been pulled into the wormhole next to it. Where would it end up? There's a letter taped to the desk. From the desk of Little Honus. If you are the outer spaceman who blessed this family with your meteor present, please know that we did not abandon it lightly. We will be forever grateful for the gift of your abundance, good spaceman, but our crops have grown, so too has our dog Clifford. He is too large for even the house, and so we have decided as a family to find a new and bigger home. I hope you understand. I also hope that you could send a letter for me that I did not have time to take to the post office. I've left it in my pillow. Thank you, spaceman. All right then. Got the Mole Ross letter. Freaking teleportation dungeons. This box appears to be labeled in an arcane script, possibly Eldritch in origin. Oh wait, no, that's just upside down. If you ever wanted to see what you look like with the tip of a stalagmite on your chin, now's your chance. Thankfully, this toilet only has the normal kinds of holes toilets usually have. Flush it. That's quite the hole. Having passed through the wormhole beside this bookcase, you realize it leads to the room with the meteorite in it. Push it into the wormhole. Well, that's heavy. What's this family reading? Bricks? Hit the bricks, pal. Oh, it didn't make it. The wormhole is tugging at the bookcase, but perhaps the furniture is too large? Oh, we gotta get the light out. But how? Pig pot? We already checked pig pot. Oh, we got a rope for the well. Oh, baby. Either the Mole Ross family was scared of something outside or the curtains were too expensive. Pry the boards off. We did it! Oh, there's a little money stuck to the bottom of the pots. Farm home, sweet farm home. The toilet is so broken that it has been disconnected from the plumbing. Turns out this supply closet has been almost completely stripped of supplies. Almost completely? You take the last remaining items. Rest, finally. Take the meteorite. You gingerly pick up the piece of space debris and keep it carefully in the darkest part of your inventory. Opens a wormhole above your enemy and delivers an anvil, dealing twice your mysticality and physical damage. Fortunately, mysticality sucks. This is where you found the meteorite. A flag to mark the spot would be customary if colonialist. Oh no! I ain't doing that shit again. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, no how. What a strange choice to put this bathroom on the ground floor. Shouldn't it be next to the primary bedroom? Strange indeed. I found your problem. In seminary, we don't believe in problems, only opportunities. But go on. I have the meteorite. The wormholes are gone. Joyous news! Now the real work can begin. If you can spare the time, I'll be back in a mere moment with my evaluation. I can already tell you that the layout of the house is very bad. Really? Do you think so? I'll be the judge of that. I think I know a little something about surveying. No problem, I'll wait. Horp, ski, herf. The sounds of surveying fill the air, and then... My goodness, I was right about this being a horror house, but not in the way I first thought. A kitchen on the upper floor with the dining room downstairs sandwiched between a bathroom and a bedroom, the living room adjacent to the primary bedroom, and both connected only by a narrow hallway that requires you to pass through a bathroom. Sir, this aesthetic is of the most extreme disorder. This house is rotten at its core. I would have valued it at 2,000 meat, but the telephone's inoperable. So let's knock it down to 1,990. That means 199 meat for you, as per our deal. You know, the layout is actually better with the wormholes. How so? All the bathrooms are upstairs, and as you'd expect. You're right. I remember that from my initial inspection. Look, with a sensible layout, that house could easily go for 5,000 meat. I think buyers will put up with the nauseating holes to the fabric and reality, but not having to walk through a bathroom to their dining room. That house could sell for 5,500 meat. Let's say 5,700. Okay. No, 5,500. $5,800. That's final. You drive a hard bargain. Good, of course. I'll need the meteorite to restore the house in order. Ocalusa needs the meteorite. I think Ocalusa said she doesn't need the whole meteorite. Oh, damn. What do we say? We'll go with 3. I didn't break the telephone. That's funny. I only said the telephone was inoperable. How'd you know it was broken? Those are basically the same thing. Fair enough. Surveyor paid the agreed amount. You hand over the meteorite, which pulses with otherworldly energy. In awe, he holds it aloft. Never have I surveyed something like this. What is it? What does it do? He peers into the rock. Oh no, don't do that. Maybe I should take that back. Oh no! We got a meteorite shard. The surveyor! That was your fault, chat. You killed him! A dozen eyes wink and 2 mouths make kisses at you. From within a squirming, corpulent blob of crude oil. This is very rude of the blob. It likely only feels comfortable in being so because it is protected by a circle of electrified shell spires that spark with lightning. Harness the lightning. Anything can attract lightning if it's the tallest and pointiest thing in the area. Drawing upon your deep command of the arcane, you jump up and make a steeple above your head with your fingers. The lightning abandons the spires and nestles into your bones. Not feeling so big and strong anymore, the blob bows in apology and shuffles away. Ha ha ha! I love it! Been by the Mole Ross place Been by the Mole Ross place yet? I don't need the whole meteorite, by the way. I'm no space hog, just asking for a little piece. Here you go. Oscalusa whistles. Humbling, isn't it, to hold the soil of heaven in your hand? We got Oscalusa's puzzle box. Solved that, by the way. I reckon now that there's not a jail on earth that can hold me. Do yourself a favor and figure out how it works. My way of saying thanks. All right. So that's another one. You find an abandoned truck parked on the side of the road with its hood open. Its old, peeling bumper sticker says, "I'd rather be fishing." Underneath that, someone's written, "Screw it, I'm going fishing." Most of the engine is gone, plus the doors and the entire glove box, but somehow there's still a toolbox in the back. Remedy that. The mailbox says Papus Sasku. See what's inside. Old mail. Some of it is junk. Some of it is merely boring. Old insurance company letter. There's nothing left of this house but charcoal and foundation. Let's start a cosmetics company. Sadly, it's not that kind of foundation. Damn. This truck isn't as destroyed as the house, but it's still plenty destroyed. What's inside? The door is locked and the keyhole is rusted so badly as to be completely useless. You'll need to find some way to jimmy the lock if you want to get in there. Uh-oh, we don't have a wire. Oh, damn. The door on this trailer says property of Helco Oil Conglomerate. Keep out. Keep in instead. This desk is neatly organized. There's a Helco logbook inside. The logbook is full of meticulous records written in meticulous handwriting. This whole scene is so meticulous that meticulous doesn't even seem like a word anymore. March 5th. Oh boy, it's my first day as a drilling site supervisor, and I can't wait to prove myself. I'm gonna work hard to establish myself as a real up-and-comer. And then once my career is secure, maybe I'll have the confidence to pop the question to Clara. You know, the marriage question. Anyway, the crew has the derrick set up, and we're turning the drill on tomorrow morning. Seems like former owners of the house have cleared out already. They yelled out a lot of angry sounding foreign words at us yesterday, but they were gone when I got here this morning. Kind of feel bad, but that's progress. We started drilling and hit a big air pocket near the surface. Is hit the right word? Can you hit air? Anyway, it's probably just a random little cave. We lured a couple of guys down with clamps to check it out. In unrelated news, I heard a big explosion from just west of here. I checked the maps, and whatever's over there, it's not a Helco facility. I guess I'll just have to read about it in the paper tomorrow. Turns out, the cave we drilled into is an old gold mine. Go figure. When we strike oil, it'll be a black gold mine. Ha ha! I should write that down. Oh wait, I just did. Anyways, we can't find any record of it in the geological surveys, and we can't find the entrance either. I guess it must have caved in years ago. I set the crew to dig a proper shaft down. They're starting in the root cellar of the house because it's slightly lower than the ground level, and they get paid by the hour, not by the foot. Keep reading. One of the crewmen was trying to get a closer look of some of the magazines he found hidden in the attic of the house, and the carbide lamp on his helmet started a fire that torched the whole place. Nobody was hurt, fortunately. What a mark on my record that would have been. After the fire went out, we cleared a path down to the shaft and put a trap door over it to keep the ashes and rubble out of the mine. Hey, thanks for that, Del. Much appreciated. New orders from above. Baron Hellstrom wants us to reconnoiter the mine. I guess that makes sense, if there's any gold left in there. But hey, free gold. And every time someone goes exploring away from the ladder, they come back all pale and sickly looking and freak out when they see the sun. You just can't find good help these days. Guess I'll have to do it myself. I can't wait till Monday though. Had a really nice weekend, super relaxing. I really needed that. I went on a date with Clara. We had a great time. I think maybe she was hinting about getting married too. Oh geez, what am I thinking? This is a company logbook, not my diary. Anyway, it's time for me to go see what's in that old mine. Back from the mine. It wasn't so bad down there. I don't get why the crewmen acted so weird. It's nice and dark down there, not all bright like it is up here all the time. It's really giving me a headache, to be honest. I made some friends down there too. Great guys. They really understand me. I think I'll knock off early and go see if Clara's home. I just can't get her rosy pink cheeks out of my mind. Inside the locker, there's a blazer, and inside that, in the pocket of the blazer, there's a ring. I guess this gag doesn't go as deep as you would hope it would. Got an owl. Scrap metal. No, we don't need to do anything here. Rapid transfuser, maybe. Comfort bomb. Look for the trapdoor. You clear away some of the buried rubble and fallen masonry, and sure enough, there's a trapdoor in what used to be the floor of a root cellar. You open it to reveal a ladder leading down to the darkness. Oh. Shadow rifts. A slot machine floats in the meaty darkness of this strange space. Play. Spend 10 meat. The wheel spins. Plum. Tombstone blade. No luck this time. Oh, we gained some meat. A wisp of smoke emerges from the machine. A throbbing ring of negative energy around a big coin, or perhaps a plate or communion wafer. Close it. It's a vein of dark meat ore. Brighten its day. Got some meat. Some eldritch mist. No way you're getting through here. You need a bunch of TNT, a blasting cap, and detonation plunger. There's a discarded pickaxe. We'll take it. Cart of meat ore. Oh my god. That's a lot of meat. Jeez, looks like someone was drunk mining. Uh-oh, and that's pulling it mildly. It has been many years since a human interloper has invaded our home. How novel. Aha, yeah, that's me. Novel, I mean, not the invader part. Perhaps, if you please us, we will permit you to join our family and live down here in luxury forever. Luxury? Living in an abandoned mine? The vampire gestures behind him to the rear part of the tunnel. It's actually really nice back there. Oh, huh. The vampires regard you with interest, though an unsettling percentage of that interest is in your neck. Ask about life down here. Have you guys been trapped down here for 11 years? Nearly, yes. We must thank you for clearing the debris that came to block the trapdoor as the foundation of the house further collapsed over time. That sounds terrible. Oh, not at all. We are quite wealthy. It is very comfortable down here. Sure, but didn't you get bored? The vampires exchange glances. What? Admittedly, Things did get a bit stale in the bedroom. We had to invent a whole new category of kink previously unexplored by sentient species. Yeah, we are real nasty freaks now. Oh my god. Ask what they'll do now. Well, now that you're not trapped anymore, what are you gonna do? Well, we've definitely got to go find some proper food. I'm so totally sick of these ghouls. Yes, they are so dry, it is like sucking the blood out of a turnip. Fight them. The vampires did nothing wrong. They existed. Yeah, Sugar is the he's our hard carry. You won. Those vampires should have been living in an iron mine instead. You know, because iron is a lot stronger than gold, see? Excellent. Wow, those vampires really classed up this collapsed mine. Must be nice to be rich. The bottom drawer was full of meat. Actually gold, but we'll go ahead and convert it for you for convenience. Better not just think about it. Oh yeah, they were pretty, all these books have been thoroughly read. They're all dog-eared and practically falling apart. Oh jeez, there's a copy of the Kama Sutra with a huge bite taken out of it. Oh no! How do we get electricity down here? This is a special kind of chest that only rich people are allowed to know about. A dark sofa for dark naps. A fancy mail order catalog sits atop the fancy mahogany end table. Grab it fancily. Ooh la la. Expensive luxuries ink catalog. Catalog of goods that were high-end at the time. This catalog was published. A catalog of goods that were high-end at the time this catalog was published are now mostly obsolete 40-year-old trash. Oh, okay. There's a surprisingly undesanguinated guy back here. Salutations! I am Croesus Vanderbilt. You may have heard of me. I'm the richest hobo in the world. That doesn't seem like a horror. That doesn't seem like a high bar to clear. I'm claiming the title regardless, and you are. Oh, I'm Chubby Von New York. Nice to meet you. I am indebted to you for getting rid of these vampires, Chubby. I've been hiding in the back of the cave for weeks. I was obligated to eat my cravats for nourishment. Oh, jeez. Ask him about hobo code. Certainly, mostly financial jargon, but one never knows what might come up in handy. Why is he here? What are you doing trapped in a vampire mine? Ah, well, it isn't a vampire mine, you see. It's a gold mine. I found the other end of the ore vein in a small cave a short distance away and tunneled my way here. Unfortunately, The point at which I broke into this occupied section was the same point which my tunnel collapsed behind me. Yikes, indeed. It was all I could do to remain hidden in these rocks, praying that those creatures of the night would leave at some point so I could make my escape. I've seen things that will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Oh God, please don't elaborate. Tell them about the hobo camp. You know, there's a hobo camp just outside Ocean City, and they sure could use some help wealth-wise, if you don't mind sharing. Ah, wonderful. Croesus Vanderbilt, hobo philanthropist. That has an excellent ring to it. I shall head there directly. Bye. The real reward was the hobo? Probably. Want to hit the road to see if you can find some other wrecked homestead? No need to be so bleak, but yes. On the road, you pass a farmer slumped in a wooden chair. He rocks back and forth on his front porch, although there is no house behind him. Looking for the old ham mill. It's that way, though it hasn't blown for some time. Where's the rest of your household, man? First of all, I'm not old, I'm 13. Younger than you, I reckon. As for the house, the bank took it. It's tough times all over. Sorry to hear that. He nods, and just as he's about to say something else, he and his front porch are whisked away in a passing bank van. It is tough times all over indeed. Whoa, what the hell is that? Beans? A tumultuous beanstorm is preventing access to this bunkhouse. You should find somebody who knows more about beans than you and ask them how to deal with this. This guy's making beans. Eau de toilette. Eldritch mist. Slippery lozenge. Stylish pomade. Chilled mouthwash. This car smells unbelievably bad. Some kind of bean monstrosities are blocking your path. This guy's fighting beans. Oh, let's hit him with the drum roll. Blam! More bean monsters, whatever the Ford company was trying to do. Doesn't seem to have gone normally. Is that ghost beans? The lightning legume is defeated. Weak against hot damage, weak against sleaze damage. Got stench damage, that's not enough. Do we have sleaze or Fire. Oh, Sugar can't fight this guy. He's got a physical armor of 99. That's how you do it usually. Just hit him with the needles. But this ignores armor. Blam! Oh, we had stench. Of course, stench goes through physical. Ford factory key. The plaque on the factory is 1909's Employee of the Year. That's me. No, it isn't. You were 6 years old. Oh. Are we a pathological liar? Who are these bean humanoids, by the way? Oh, okay. It's literally bean humanoid. A real human being. Can add poison to a weapon. Human bean liver. On one hand, it's a human liver, so you shouldn't eat it. On the other hand, the human it came from didn't have an actual human brain, so is that really different than eating the liver of someone who's slightly dumber than you? Than usual? You unlock the filing cabinet with the little key you found in the desk. That must have been the easiest puzzle in any adventure game ever. You flip through the folders. It looks like they're employee records, but each one has been sealed in its own envelope. They must take employee privacy real seriously around here. Nothing weird or interesting catches your eye. Oh well, never mind. Some kind of complicated gizmo that might be an engine? Take it. Since it's the only engine-like thing you've seen around here, it's a reasonable gamble that this is what Farina's looking for. It's a legulith, a column of petrified beans. You explore the nuances of what it means to be stone beans. So shut up, game. I'm done with you, game. Break room door is locked. You hear frantic shushing sounds inside. Call out. Hello, is anybody there? Oh, hey, a person. Yep, that's me. Please, you gotta let us out here. We've been trapped for ages. Nothing to eat but beans. But where's the key? Actually, we welded the lock shut, so the bean monsters wouldn't get us. You need a Jenkins head screwdriver to take the hinges off. A what kind of screwdriver? Jenkins, it's the X shape. One of our mechanics invented it. He just got the patent this year. Yeah, some guy in Oregon named Philip was super mad. Okay, I'll go look. Happen to know how to deal with the wicked beanstorm that's raging in front of the bunkhouse? Nope, we've just been eating beans. We don't know anything about beanstorms. Who would know about beanstorms? This Ford compound has seen better days. Take your leave. It's been a real has-been situation. Hark! Thou may think our countenance quite devilish, sirrah, but be assured our band are lovers, not fighters, lovers of the theater. Yeah, we're an acting troupe and we're trying to make a name for ourselves in thy realm. An expensive endeavor, alas, we find ourselves in need of vulgar coin. Verily, so pay up before we pound thee. Do we support the arts? To beat or not to beat? We thank thee. Yes, with this seed capital, we shall finally be able to stage 11th Nights. It's a prequel. Break a leg. I met that Gilmore guy. How's he doing? Oh yeah, we already talked about that. This guy wanted the motor. No, he didn't want the motor. Farina, managed to back that engine yet? Got it right here. Thanks a million, kid. I can't wait to get this baby installed. Who would know about a beanstorm? Millicutic Farm? Check out the spell. Stop it! Just reminiscing about old side quests. Wasn't there a bean hobo? Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was. Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't there a new shop too? Yeah, Jardware Hardware. He doesn't have any coat hangers. Blue officer sidearm. Moxie plus 6. It's not too bad, actually. We got Moxie plus 7. Shop. We got some new booze, so we'll give it to Dan. Found some bitters. Found some cherries. Oh, whiskey's muscle and moxie? That's actually pretty good. Fabian and Jeffers cling glasses in celebrations of their respective rescues from Gatorman layers. Our friend! Our friend! Come on, let us buy you a drink. I drink for free here. Sure. They slide out a large crate from under the table and deposit it at your feet. I can't get milk off. I can't get my mind off milk lately. Thanks, I can't wait to drink all of it. I wanted to tell you, you've done so much more than rescue us. You gave Fabian and I the opportunity to meet. Yes, look at us, an artist and a writer. We've already made plans to collaborate. Oh, on what? A blimp. Yes, we've decided to build a blimp together. Why? The artist, my friend, he doesn't ask why. He asks why not. Why not? Exactly, and that's what we said too. If you'll excuse us, we've got much to do. Never met a blimp that built itself. Another round, Fancy Dan, and more blueprint paper. Got some milk. Milk, huh? Well, what's good for the calf is good for the cocktail. Let's bring Professor Adams. Oh, look at him go. These people are on their 5th date. You shouldn't bother them. How are you, Professor? Did we find out any new dates? This morning, an unexpected explosion destroyed a barn in Gray County. Captain Alvin Hamlinado of the Gray County Fire Brigade reported that the fire was pretty well contained and nothing to worry about. No problems here. And it was probably caused by some hay exploding weird, and we should go away and don't ask me any more questions. Interesting. The biggest headline on that date is the daring midnight theft of an entire model village from the Gray County Fair. That must be where the Puckwudgies got their buildings. Died. Largest mouth fluke. Bassfish. Large. We get new books. Yeah, the expensive luxuries. There's treasure everywhere. How did they make a candle out of ham? Whale-scented ham candle. 1,000 meat per item. Wicks sold separately. Personal X-ray, suitable for framing. 5,000 meat per limb. One page, a 6-bedroom house advertised for 30 meat. That is so upsetting. You have to put the book down. Get a good chuckle from flipping through the old time capsule. Then you think about someone laughing at you 100 years from now and frown. It's true. That's exactly what would happen. Right, so, oh, we got 90% item drops. Hot damn. Wooga. All right, so to the hobo camp. It's Beatrice from the Macamillicuddy farm. Hey, Beatrice. Oh, hey, thanks for the tip. This place is great. Why are you still dressed as a sheep? Well, firstly, because I came to the realization that not only have I gotten used to being a sheep, I've actually come to like it. It just feels right, you know? Okay, what's the secondly? Stuck zipper. Aha. Want to buy this? Pure raw candy. No, candy's not good for sheep. It's Howie. Hey, Howie. You want to buy the pure raw candy? Nah, watching my diet. What's that new guy? Agamemnon. Ah, hello. Oh, yeah. Hi, I see you found the place. Yes, thanks. Camp good. People nice. Glad to hear it. By the way, my name's Chabe. Hello, Chabe. Name's Agamemnon. Want to buy this? No thanks. Cavities, many teeth, very bad. Oh, see you around. Hi again. Thanks for helping me before. Since Cornelius arrived, I finally have the ingredients to make proper drinkable moonshine. I say drinkable, but honestly, you shouldn't unless your liver is accustomed to this sort of stuff. I made a whole batch just for you to pay you back for the hat. Maybe you could use it as engine fuel or a bomb or something. Oh, thanks. Can I sell you this? No, thanks. Natural rock candy gives the moonshine a weird gravel flavor. Can't play with sticky fingers. It's Cornelius. Oh, hi. Thanks for the tip about this place. Everyone's been really appreciative about my corn and cooking skills. I guess I was being selfish before. It does feel good to share and help folks out. That's great. So you've been doing a lot of cooking? Yep. I've been making a lot of cornmeals out of cornmeal. Can I sell you this? Nah, corn's got plenty of natural sweetness in it already. Say, maybe I could process cornstarch into a new kind of sugar. That would be easier to transport and store. You got any D-xylose someraz on ya? No. Oh well, never mind then. Anything I can do for you? Oh, what's cooking? Oh, thanks. It's Beanie. Oh, Beanie. You know anything about bean magic? You guessed that on account of my name? Well, that and the fact that you've mentioned cooking beans. Yeah, I did a bit of bean slinging back in my day, but there's no money in it since those dang whistles got everywhere. Whistles? Some company went and put little plastic whistles in their cereal boxes for the kiddies, you know? But the noise the dang things make is the exact noise that makes the bean magic go fluey. And now they're everywhere. Found one in that junkyard, in fact. Here, you take it. Wash it before using it. Weird, thanks. Hey, Beanie, you want a rock candy? No, thanks. If it ain't beans, don't fix it. That's what I always say. That doesn't make no sense. Hey, Pepperidge, you want some rock candy? No, thank you. It's Ovid Lobdell. What you selling? Got a mob pistol, a crowbar. Nothing too crazy. Mouse pad. Cartwheel wherever you go. Let's go. Let's go. Avdil, you want a rock candy? No thanks. That stuff isn't good for much except looking thorough. Okay. Hey there, Dusty. You want to buy a rock candy? Not really. Okay. Hey, Samuel. You want to buy this? No thanks. Okay. Flutters McCabe. Want to buy this? No thanks. Sugar gives me the jitters. See you later. It's Croesus Vanderbilt. Ah, Chubby, good to see you again. Hi, Croesus. How are things going on here? Quite well, I believe I'll be able to fund some important projects for letters here and for His Majesty. Nice. Society may look down on us hobos, but nobody turns their nose up at gold. Except people who have a very rare and unusual allergy to the smell of gold. Want to buy this? Oh, thank you. The only rocks I'm interested in are precious gemstones. Hey, Doc. Want some pure rock? Hey, Johnny. Want a pure rock? Well, you've been very helpful and very well. The general outline of my plan is this. I intend to found an entire city and 4 hobos. Too long have we shafts under the laws and economic pressures of this land, when what we truly desire is to live free. To go where we please and do what we will. I will establish a city where the hobo lifestyle is not only possible, but celebrated. So nobody wants my rock candy. Got a lot more beds now. Let's just get out of here. Great County. The slapping. Snap the ropes. Don't come back now. Dispel the beans. Hey, the screwdriver is hidden inside these disgusting dirty boots. Nope. Under the rug? Nope. The screwdriver is hidden inside this broken soda machine? No. Maybe the screwdriver is stashed inside one of these mattresses? No. Under the pillows? Nope. In the sink? Nope. Somewhere among the junk on the messy table? Nope. Under the chair? Nope. Under the blankets? Nope. Maybe this chair fell over because the screwdriver was on it and made it too top heavy. Nope. Maybe the screwdriver was taped to the underside of the top bunk. Aha! It was! You unscrew the hinges and pull out the door of its frame. A truly unexpected number of employees flood out of the break room and run away. One of them waves and gives you a thumbs up on his way out of the building. Room smells about how you'd expect after a bunch of people have been trapped for days with nothing to eat but beans. So you prop the door back up over the entryway as some sort of cork. I gotta change it. I gotta change this. There's something familiar about the long-haired woman on the road who stands waist-deep in a puddle of last night's rain. Ah, yes, it's the woman who you last saw standing waist-deep in the swamp bog, but this time she bears no sword. It doesn't look like she's brought you any gifts or treats at all. For decades, the blade of your grand-aunt was hidden with my family's safekeeping. Now the weapon is yours, but our business is not yet concluded. Yeah, I remember. I haven't used the sword much lately, though. It is your sword, to do with as you will. My family kept it for you in exchange of a boon. I call upon you for you to perform it. With the fulfillment of your obligation shall come an end to your burdens. I speak, of course, of your swab. Yes. What's the boon? We are a proud family and do not ask for handouts. Only a little help in exchange for a service rendered. 400 meat will suffice. I thought you lived in the water. Yeah, but we just purchased a brown stone for when we are in the city. Here you go. You act with honor. You have earned our respect, and I am pleased to bring you an end of your swamp. Yes. She waves a hand and the geas begins to work its way through your system like trapped wind. Its escape is extremely loud and incredibly rude. You fear the noise will give offense and you'll have to do another geas or something, but the woman has already returned to the water. orb. Close it. The windmill is set up to make flour, but it hasn't done so in some time. Lumps of the last batch lie in the wooden basin, gathering dust and a real stink. However long this ground flour has been sitting here, it's too long. It smells rancid and appears to have become a new home for bugs. Sniff the flour? Let's do it. Oof, the flour's fragrance has two notes, bad and worse. But you've let it in. And once the dank and fetid odor is at home in your nose, it commences to make all sorts of trouble. You'll need a good nasal wash to rid yourself of this olfactory vampire. Check out the bugs. A baker's dozen of long-snouted bugs burrow busily in and out of the flour. They seem hard at work. How far gone must this flour be? For it not only to have attracted bugs, but for those bugs to have given themselves a project. Eat the flour? No. According to the partially destroyed calendar, today is Burns Night, that annual celebration of the life and works of 18th century poet Robert Burns. Examine. Oh no, on a closer reading, it's just that the calendar itself is burned. Oh. Steady winds sweep through the empty mill, its old wooden boards bending and bowing in reply. What's wrong with this windmill then, if there's enough wind around to make it spin? Is it too old? Some sort of blade issue? Gunked up main shaft, no doubt. The windmill must have bad bones, probably a solar problem. I'm an astronomy minor. I have no idea, I just got here. This is too much pressure. Let's go with astronomy minor. Yeah, that's probably it. Someone kicked the safe over and bashed its lock in with a hammer. Not a pretty sight, but the safe knew the risks when it took the job. Specks of flour float through the air and dust the cracks of the safe like snowfall. As a chemicals major, you know, of course, that particles of flour suspended in an enclosed space will explode if ignited. And what space is more enclosed than a safe? Yes, of course I know that. I was paying attention in class. The most important thing you can do for yourself in life is to get a college education, because that's where you find out that particles of flour suspended in an enclosed space will explode if ignited. Crack the safe. Ironically, the safe cannot be cracked because its lock has been literally cracked into pieces with a hammer. That's not what irony means. Let's move on. Let's pry it open. Crowbar's too thick. Say the magic word. Beans. It didn't open. Set it on fire. Let's blow it up. Ow. Nice, clean explosion. Honestly, university education is so important. It makes you walk like a windmill. Uh-oh. Inspection report. Walk like a windmill, eh? Oh, we found something. Bakers, nothing in this world is certain except for taxes and flour death. If flour has gone bad, a quick sniff will tell you the tale. 6 months bad, fusty smell. 12 months bad, musty smell. 24, very fusty and musty smell. 36, fetid smell. 48, gamey smell. 49 months and older, absolute liquefaction. Always remember, better smelled than not smelled. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, wait a minute. The fence. Global code. Go 50 paces west. Paces west. The burbling ooze. This ooze is really burbling. If you taunted it, you could probably get it to attack you. Extra virgin crude oil. Oh, this rock is thrumming with weird, greasy energy. Explore its feelings. Oh my god. Old man is smoldering. Immune to bleeding and poison, though. Hey, fat cat, devils don't work for free. You summon, you pay. I didn't summon you, and who are you calling a fat cat? Be your name Hellstrom or Drefregal McDoo, someone's gotta give these devils their due. Yeah, how about we just kill you? I got 4 AP. I can do this 4 more times. I'll have to leave you alone. Go 50 paces west. What does that even mean? Well, I sure as hell don't know what to do with that. Oh. Go 50 paces north. There's 25 paces south. East. 50 west. Wait, no. 50 west. Previously buried cigar box. It's a little cache of buried hobo treasure. Lucky hobo nickel. Got some quilt squares, some junk mail, some batteries, some briquettes, and rhino balm. What a haul! Right, we needed to Drexelstead. Gotta find the milkman. Oh. Creamed corn? This looks like an ice cream truck. But the label makes a slightly different claim. Hi there, I'm Ike Bremen, the cream corn man. That sure doesn't roll off the tongue the way it used to. You're selling cream corn out of an ice cream truck? Well, yeah, if I had ice, I could sell you some ice cream. If I had cream. Say, you seem like a guy who doesn't have an expensive truck to keep an eye on and is free to come and go as he pleases. If you could do me a couple of favors, I'd appreciate it. What kind of favors? Need cream and lots of it and a barrel of it. Plus a parts to make my freezer unit work again. I don't know. I'm not a mechanically minded guy. It's a thingy that makes the inside of the box cold. Give him a freezer part. Hey, yeah, this looks familiar. Thanks, buddy. Iced corn. Selling nice corn now? Yep, I had a big bin of leftover popsicle sticks, so I made oh nuts, I should have called them cornsicles, huh? Well, too late to change the sign now. When you say leftover popsicle sticks, do you mean, yeah, leftover from eating the popsicles? Yeah. I'm gonna buy some ice corn. How'd you get in here? Last thing I remember is telling a kid I was out of bomb pops. Feels like ages ago. Are you still out of bomb pops? Even more than I was then. Shucks. Is this stalk of evil corn the cause of this malevolent maze? Or is it just another way around? Or is it all a coincidence? Maybe we'll never know. Oh well. Spear and ear. You got an item. Dire corn on the dire cob. There's a whole lot of junk in this trunk. What are you looking for? Sissy's teddy bear. Nice. Teeth for the dentist. That's a very large crow. Crows are usually very wary about humans, not because they're high-strung or cowardly, but because they're very intelligent. They're aware of the fact that their bones are thin and hollow, and that humans are much bigger than they are. This crow knows what it means for the tables to be turned. It spreads its wings in an intimidating display and makes a sound like a rusty garage door had a baby with a burst of radio static. Make friends with it. Well, that's not outside the realm of possibility. Lots of people make friends with crows, primarily by feeding them. This crow lives in a possibly infinite dimension warped cornfield, though, and from the looks of him, he's taking full advantage of the situation. So it's probably a non-starter unless you got something that's much better than ordinary corn. Have some cornbread. You toss the square of cornbread at the giant crow, who snaps it out of the air and swallows it whole. His eyes go wide and he does an ecstatic little dance for the moment. And plucks a large feather from his wing and tosses it towards you and flies away with a loud caw. We got a bird friend. Massive can of cocktail onions is the sole occupant of this little diverticulum. Oh, milk for sale. It's a sullen milkman. Hi there, are you a milkman? Yeah, Milkman Stan, that's me. How'd you end up here? I don't want to talk about that. Why so glum? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. None of the others would listen to me complain anymore. For starters, it's extremely boring here, and I don't have anything to read except my sign. Oh, that sounds pretty bad. Let me tell you, after a couple of times, the twist at the end really loses its thrill. What? And you know what's even worse than that? I guess not. I'm allergic to corn. If I eat even a single kernel, my face swells up like a frog on a bicycle pump. Oh, geez, what have you been eating? Just the leaves and the husks. On the bright side, I bet I've got the cleanest colon in the Tri-County area. And then there's the weather. Can you believe this weather? Seems fine. It never changes. It's just this gray, slightly chilly nothing, always. I don't understand how the corn even grows here. It never rains. Wouldn't that be worse if it was raining? It would be novel at least. Yeah, I guess that's... And then I have to deal with some cat running around. It's got my bow tie while I was sleeping and totally shredded it. I look like some kind of degenerate. Well, gee, that's a shame. I can't even try to catch it and eat it because I'm also allergic to cat meat. Oh, and there's that crazy dentist who hangs out on the other side of the cornfield, who keeps trying to talk to me about calcium. I tried to tell her, lady, I just sell milk. I don't know anything about the chemical properties of calcium in relation to teeth and bones. She's probably just trying to start a conversation because she's lonely. Yeah, lonely like a fox. I've seen the way she looks at my teeth. Well, and the worst thing. You want to know what the worst thing is? Sure. I got corns. Huh? Corns. Yeah, like the kind you get on your feet? Little painful wads of calluses? Not only are they painful and annoying, I'm just constantly being taunted by how on the nose it is. Anyways, thanks for listening. I don't meet a lot of new people, as you can imagine. Don't mention it. Will you sell me some milk? Sure. They don't call me Milkman Stan for nothing. It's 3,000 meat per barrel. I'll buy a barrel. Thank you for your patronage. Specifically, the large quantity of meat your patronage involved. Jeez, I got scammed. I got a barrel bowl style milk. Milk, eh? Nice. That'll be the nearest thing to cream I've tried yet. Let me just change my sign here and I'll be right back with you. Creamed ice. Ike, we gotta talk, buddy. Wait, creamed ice? Yeah, it turns out there's more to making ice cream than just ice and cream. I don't have the equipment for it here, but I got pretty close, I think. Okay. There you go, and thanks for all your help. I put it in one of the very few bowls I have left. I need a glass of milk. God damn it. This? Yeah, we dealt with that. Found your teddy bear. Oh yes, it's Mr. Grizzles. He smells kind of musty. Thank you, makes me feel a lot better. I think I saw your cat. I bet he'd find me if I set out a saucer of milk for him. Oh, and I don't have this kind of money. Here you go, cheapskate. Bro, I just bought a freaking barrel of milk, alright? How about you chill? All right, I think I saw your cat. Really? I didn't know he was in here. Poor ghost. I bet he'd find me if I set out a saucer of milk for him. I just happen to have one. Oh, thank you. This milk seems a little vintage. Yeah, it's probably fine. He sets the saucer down, and after a little while, the cornstalks rustle, and the cat you saw before appears with an inquisitive meow. Oh, Ghost, it is you. I've missed you so much. Thanks, mister. I bet I never would have found him without your help. Aw, you're welcome. Ghost circles around your legs affectionately. New cat unlocked! Found some teeth for you. Clackety clack. You know what would really feel like this is a dentist's office? A popcorn machine. Popcorn always makes me think of the movie theaters where my dentist used to operate. What? Plus, it'll make cleanings much more interesting. I never had a patient quite like you. You brought me a popcorn machine and decorative teeth. And you were so understanding about the accidents I made in your mouth. You really put a smile on my face. Maybe you should be the dentist. Aw, shucks. Look how wet your fingers are already. You'd be a natural. I'm blushing. Oh yeah, that's for kernels. Kernel. Look for a bow tie. Oh. Did we just spend too many meat for nothing? Got a new bow tie for you. He scratches out the prices on his sign and writes in some new ones. No! My money! You seem to be able to move in and out of this nightmare net labyrinth freely, and for some reason, any chance you want to take my hat to be laundered? Sure. The milkman's dirty little secret. Do we know of a place to do the laundry, though? Where can we do laundry? Oh. Oh. Wow, practically good as new. Thanks. This definitely calls for a celebration. Have some milk on the house. No, but somewhat less off the house than it was before. Oh, we can buy a glass now. This is really steep for a glass of milk. It's also as good as an offer as you're gonna get. I can't afford to go any lower. Look, I'm throwing the glass in for free. Well, at least we could buy it, you know? All right. What are we still missing? I think the girl needed to find her home, but I don't know how to do that. No. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Here's a glass of milk. Oh, darling, I knew I could count on you. Let me give you your reward. She stands up and plants a slow kiss on your cheek, then chuckles as you feel yourself to start to blush. Now I could really use a drink. What about the milk? Oh, I mean a real drink. The milk is for later. Thanks again, sweetheart. Alright, I think that's everyone. All right, I do believe we were gonna call it there for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.